Welcome back to Alive Again Alliance Church's 8-week video series titled Combating Darkness. I'm Pastor Jason, and I'm so glad to be back with you in this concluding video of our 8-week series. As we come to the close of this final episode, I want to leave you with the truth that has carried us, the truth that has sustained us, the truth that will still be standing long after every lie of the enemy falls to the ground. Love wins. Over these last 8 weeks, we've talked honestly about darkness. We've talked about pain. We've talked about spiritual warfare. We've talked about heaviness, fear, oppression, and the battles people fight in their minds, in their homes, and even in their hearts. And if we're being honest, some of those battles aren't distant things we only read about or even talk about in church. Some of them are deeply personal. Some of them have names and faces. Some of them have even left scars. But here's the good news. While darkness is real, it is not ultimate. The final word doesn't belong to fear. It doesn't belong to hatred. The final word doesn't belong to grief, shame, bondage, or despair. The final word belongs to love. The Bible reminds us of this in 1 Corinthians 13:8. It says, love never fails. And then it goes on in verse 13, and it says, and now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Think about that. Prophecies will pass. Knowledge is limited. Human strength will run out. Emotions rise and they fall. Seasons change. But love remains. Love outlasts the storm. Love stands when everything else has been shaken. Love is still there when the dust settles. And I need somebody to hear this today. Love is not weak. Love isn't soft in the way the world tries to define it. Love isn't passive. Love isn't pretending evil doesn't exist. No, love is real. God-given love is powerful. In fact, love is the greatest weapon of all. Love breaks what hatred tries to build. Love heals what sin tries to destroy. Love covers what shame tries to expose. Love reaches into places darkness thought it could keep forever. That's why Romans 13:10 says, love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. And in 1 Peter 4:8, we're reminded, above all, love each other deeply because love covers over a multitude of sins. Love isn't just a nice idea. Love is the heart of God in action. It restores, it perfects, it covers. Love rebuilds what darkness tried to tear apart. So if you're watching this and you've been fighting a battle nobody knows about, if you've been carrying pressure, heartbreak, disappointment, confusion, or even exhaustion, if you felt the weight of darkness pressing in and wondered if you were going to make it through, I want to remind you that you don't overcome darkness by becoming more bitter. You don't overcome darkness by giving back the same hate you received. You don't overcome darkness by letting pain make you hard. You overcome darkness with something greater. You overcome darkness with the very love of God. A love that will find you in your lowest place. A love that doesn't walk away from your brokenness. A love that can reach into the deepest wound and still bring healing. A love that shines in the dark. And the dark can't overcome it. This is our message. This is our testimony. This is our confidence. This is our very victory. Love wins. So, thank you. Thank you for being part of this 8-week journey through combating darkness. My prayer is that this series has strengthened you, encouraged you, challenged you, and reminded you that no matter what you face, you're not alone. God is still faithful, He's still present, and He's still moving. And His light is greater than any darkness that tries to rise against you. Also, as this chapter comes to a close, we invite you to keep walking with us. Our next 8-week video series is called Naturally Supernatural. I truly believe it's going to stir something fresh in the hearts of those who watch it. We're going to explore what it means to live with real faith in a real world, to recognize that the power of God isn't distant, not reserved for a select few, not confined to special moments only. We believe God wants His people to live with expectation, awareness, and confidence that His Spirit is still at work in everyday life. So don't miss it. Stay connected, stay expectant, and be on the lookout for the upcoming episodes of Naturally Supernatural. We'd love for you to join for this next journey. Until then, keep standing, keep trusting, keep walking in faith, keep showing mercy, keep choosing love. Because when it's all said and done, when the battle is over, when the dust settles, when every other voice has gone quiet, this truth still remains. Love never fails. Love is the greatest. And in the end, love always wins. God bless you.